Yo, what is up? It's new comic book day. Best day of the week. It's your boy Peter Parker Comics. I got a giant haul here. This is actually new comic book month. I haven't made a video in at least 3 weeks. I've been very MIA because I recently just moved. If you've been watching some of my last videos, I've been talking about that. Going through that process, and I'm still working on getting everything moved in and set up, but still been buying comics along the way, so I thought I would, before I put all these away, I recently, this morning, went through them all and organized them by, like, kind of where they're going, like, brand new stuff, DC stuff, and then independent stuff, yeah, some other new things. But before I put them away, I thought I'd do a video, even though I'm not quite set up with my new little office area, my laboratory, as I call it. But from there, once I get that going in a couple days, I'll be posting a lot more books for sale on my Instagram. That's my main shtick. But along the way, I've been posting these new comic haul videos just as a I'm in an apartment complex now. I no longer have a house. I don't have a big house to myself anymore. Alright, so diving right in, this Lethal Protectors thing came out. It's supposed to be like the first Demogoblin, female Demogoblin. It's an Absolute Carnage tie-in. I loved the first issue of Absolute Carnage, but I'm not really digging the tie-ins, but I think this one has a first appearance or two, so I grabbed one of each cover. Splutch! Pretty cool. There was also a Miles Morales symbiote thing, #1, that came out. I grabbed one of those. It's like the first time Miles gets infected or something. I don't know. Cletus's Clubhouse, I like that. I'll probably that Misty Knight. I'll probably stick with a couple of these. Yeah, of course it's Misty Knight. I don't know. They're doing a lot of one-shots, so I'll probably throw a new symbiote or new thing, new gimmick in each one to get you to keep buying them. But I was just gonna get the Absolute Carnage series itself, just that, and not get any tie-ins. But so far I'm not doing so well. Cap is a really underrated series. It's 'cause Alex Ross has been doing the covers to Immortal Hulk. Yeah, the interiors are definitely not as good, but the story is like just as good as Immortal Hulk. I've been really digging Captain America, Daredevil, and Hulk right now. Those are the three that I highly recommend all those series. This one's not as action-packed, but I'm just kind of skimming through. The first at least 7 issues were really, really good. Around 10 or 11, I kind of stopped reading it, but I've still been getting it because I love the covers. That one's alright. I don't know, it's like he's doing his best work for Hulk, but kinda, I don't know how to put it. His covers have been really unique for Cap. He's not beating a dead horse, cause he's done a lot of Cap in the past, and I mean, I don't know. How many times can you draw Cap's face, or just him standing there, him looking all patriotic? He's doing a lot more unique things, like showing other characters on the cover, stuff like this. Doing a lot more with Steve Rogers rather than Cap. But I highly recommend you guys get this in trade form. At least give Volume 1 a chance, see if you like it. I've really been into Cap this last, 2 years now? Year and a half? Oh, well, if you're on 13 months worth of issues, so. The main one I wanted to talk about first was this. I don't buy a lot of books, but I buy anything from Aftershock. And Shock Volume 2 is coming out, or already came out. It's coming out this year. This one's a year old, I think. Fuck, I paid that much for this? Shit. Whatever. I don't regret it. It's cool. It's got a Neil Gaiman story. There's some Jim Starlin in here. A lot of the people have done some Aftershock books. But it's horror, fantasy, darker themed. Some good stuff. Maybe not for everyone, but I think it's a bunch of short. It's a bunch of it's not one long story. It's a bunch of individual stories. So I mean, there's something for everybody in here. Cullen Bunn, like that art, like that cover. That's fucking really cool. Anyway, figured I'd give that a whirl. This came out yesterday. So again, these are going to be books. Once I go through this pile, it's like stuff that's come out for the last, I don't know, month, 3 weeks to a month. Not everything is going to be brand new from this week, but I think some of those are on top. So you'll probably see some of the newest stuff first. This was really cool. There's a new Monsters Unleashed or Monsters Dwell type book out. Maybe it's just called Monsters. And this was the like kaiju variant, kind of Japanese thing. I don't know what they're calling it. Pretty fucking cool. I don't know his name. Yeah, the other cover was alright. It wasn't bad either, but I just couldn't pass this up. And it's not a book I need twice. So, I'm really trying to buckle down on not buying multiples of things, which you're going to see multiples of some stuff. But, not buying stuff for speculation, not buying stuff to sell down the road, just, like, normally, if I see something cool that I think's cool, chances are someone else is going to think it's cool. So I buy at least two, because it's like, well, if someone else will want this too, I can make $1 on it, or maybe it'll be considered really cool, and down the road I can double my money, or whatever, you know. But we're talking about, like, petty chump change here. So I've really just trying to cut back on buying multiples of stuff I don't need to just hoard away. It's not doing any good. The new House of X came out. I wasn't going to get this. This issue's kind of lackluster. Pretty dull. I'm really not fucking into this House and Powers of X10 crap. This is the Decades variant. I just love Psylocke, and I couldn't pass this up. This one and, like, the connecting covers, those are all, like, out the gate going for 15 to 20 bucks. So if you can get them for cover like I did, do it. Don't sleep on House of X, but at the same time, I don't want to support it. I don't want to give it any love because I think it sucks. Issue 1 was good. It took me like 2 or 3 like go-throughs to really appreciate it. It was first read, I was like, fuck this sucks. Powers of 10 I'm not liking. I'm really not liking the whole Moira McTaggart, whatever her other name is. Her whole story. I don't know. It's just not my thing. I just got this for the Psylocke cover, but I just recommend if you guys see this out. I mean, I don't necessarily want to support this, but if you want to make money, if you see any House of X book on the shelf that's not like an action figure variant, if you see like the A covers or a cool variant like this or the connecting variants, just get it, because they're going for, I mean, right now they're all like minimum 15 bucks on eBay, so you can triple your money really, just for that purpose. But I mean, everyone else is liking it, and it's getting a lot of mainstream media attention, and a lot of people who wouldn't be reading comics are reading this. Like I have two different friends who don't read comics at all. They like the movies and stuff, but they went out and bought the Hickman X-Men just because they heard good things. They heard it would be good. They heard it would be like Avengers and stuff like that. So whatever, you know, if it gets more people into comics, that's great. An X-Men book I did get and I'm psyched about is this one. It's the, what is his name? It's the first appearance of a certain villain. He's pretty cool. I couldn't, what is it? I read this, like, as a kid. It was, like, one of the few ROM books I had, and I guess I got rid of it. And I thought he was so cool, and then I had to look it up again the other day when I got this. What is his name? Whatever. I don't want to I'm running out of time to check. This is a facsimile of Hulk 181. I've just been selling these. I bought, like, 8 when they came out, and I just sell them all for $5. I'd probably raise my price to $6 now, but they sell right away. So, I mean, if you still see these, there's a lot of them. They're really overdoing it now with the facsimiles, but I'm not complaining because, you know, it's a good way for people to get a good hot book they'll never be able to afford or shouldn't waste their money on to get it for $3.99. You know, it's a good deal. It's a good placeholder anyway. If you can get these, it's the easiest dollar you'll ever make. Every time I post them, I feel bad trying to sell them for more than like $5 or $6, but every time I do it, they sell like within 5 minutes. So those are cool books to add to the collection. I also got this because I'm a big Submariner guy, and it was one of the few subby crossovers I didn't have. think I have. If this is a ongoing story arc that had Submariner in it, I think I have one of the other 194 or 196 or something. But I have so many different subby Fantastic Four books, so I don't even know. That was cool. I did get this. I didn't care for the first one, but I got it strictly because it's a character in the mouth of something, and you know how I'm a sucker for those. And every video I find another one to add to the collection. There's another one in here, the Goon. Goon issue 4 or Goon issue 5 had a in the mouth cover. So I still want to make a whole video to show off, kind of put my money where my mouth is, put my comics where my mouth is, and show off, because like I literally have a whole long box or more of these in the mouth covers. I want to show them off. And this, I don't know why I've got it. I got it for $1 off, but I liked the last page. But Rocket doesn't die. It's like every issue they tease that someone else is gonna die, and then they don't die, and then something kind of cool happens, but then it doesn't fully happen. And it's just, I'm getting really sick of Guardians. Donny Cates is pissing me off. He needs to just stick to Venom, stick to his other 5 projects. I canceled this book. What did they call it? I fired this book by like issue 4, but I've bought every one since then, and I don't know fucking why. It's pissing me off. This is all dealing with Star-Lord's dad, Jason. Not Ego. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Guardians right now. I just like the team. I like seeing Beta Ray Bill and Mohawk Groot and what's his fucking name? Gladiator. This was a cool, this is another one I got for $1 off. It's the only reason I got it. Thanos, Bring on the Bad Guys variant. It's just a cool Thanos variant. I bought issue 1 and 2, and I got 3 and 4 if there's a variant. Like I might have got the Carnage-ized one or something, but I haven't read it since issue 2, so I don't know how many. So I might have a full run through 5, actually. I don't plan on getting any more. I'm just a sucker for some of these variants. Speaking of Loki, Carnage-ized. I don't know why I got this one. It's not that cool. I thought it was cool, but then I realized it's really not that cool. But I have extras of the Venom Carnage-ized one, so I think I'm gonna sell them together. I don't know, for like $10, 15 shipped or something. I don't know. Maybe when the Loki series drops. I don't know. Carnage is getting hot. Absolute Carnage is turning out to be a success, so maybe some of these will jump in price, but I don't know. I didn't buy too many of the Carnage-ized variants. I was trying to lay off, and I bought 4 or 5 of them, and now there's probably 2 more I've added in this set here, this lot here. This was another one. I went to an LCS I usually don't go to, and they had a bunch of like, I don't know, a bunch of like non-bagged and board. I think they were damages, but I didn't really see anything wrong other than like those light corner scuffs. Yeah, see, it's like a light damage, but I got them all for like $3 and $4, like $1 off. What are you doing over here? Is your bone stuck? Yeah. Here, get your ball. Stupid. Alright. This Fantastic Four Prodigal Son. Prodigal? I say prodigal. It has the first appearance of something. Somebody probably has to do with that. I don't know. I don't know why I grabbed it. I wanted to read it. That's why. But I got this. The second printing. I've been buying every Daredevil that comes out, multiple copies, and I get all the variants and all the second and third printings. I just love it. I'm eating it up just as much as Immortal Hulk. I love it. I love it. Zardsky's doing a great fucking job. Oops, I just took a picture of that. And I think the other one, the A cover, was sort of like white or yellow. It was kind of like a yellow light going on him, like a normal light, I think. So this second printing, the only difference is that like this and this is red, and I think that looked a lot cooler. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that's right. They've been doing weird color schemes, like a lot of yellows on the Daredevil books, which I love, because I love the yellow suit Daredevil, but this red just looked a lot cooler. And maybe this was like a different shade or it was bigger on the first printing. This I only got because it was a Peter Parker cover. I just had to fucking do it. I'm a big Peter Parker guy. Obviously, it's my name and everything, but every Peter Parker cover appearance I have to get. So I hate when they stick them on fucking ratio variants and shit. I'll throw that over here. I'm not liking these like comic book style ads at all. I mean, it takes you back to the old Hostess days, but I don't like them. So I got these 2 tie-ins as well. See, I'm not doing very good with the tie-ins. I'm getting everything. Separation anxiety. This one I did want. This one I really didn't want, but I didn't want to not get a Scream #1. I mean, like a new... it's a pretty well-established symbiote, and that's like, it's her first #1. So I was like, I have to get it. But this I did want. It just looked alright. Okay. Wish I had some music going. I was watching a movie, but it's a kung fu movie. It didn't really mesh well with what I was doing. What's up, dog? Get your ball. Veneria. I don't know if she's an established Conan character, if this is her first time, but I like this art. It's I don't know how to say that. I'm not gonna try. But it looks cool. Thought it'd be worth a read. I'm not a big Conan or any of those type of fucking characters. Not really my thing. God damn it. It's a second printing. So I already have this? Shit. Well, it looked cool. I'm getting all the Hulk stuff that's been coming out. Oh yeah, this I found a Venom First Host variant, and it was in a dollar bin, so that was cool. That's one of the. There were some cool variants to this First Host series. I think number 6 is the best one. It's like its fucking skull's coming out. I don't know where I want this over here. This was cool. I was happy to get this. I did buy the A cover of Silver Surfer Black 3, but there's like 2 variants I wanted. There is an In the Mouth cover actually, but it's like a $15 book. The cheapest one I found online was like 10. So I'm waiting for that one to cool down a bit. It wasn't super significant, and I don't think this issue is a key one at all, but it's another Donny Cates series I'm not really digging, but it's mainly because of Trad's art. Trad more. This cover's cool, and I collect all Thor and Hulk and Submariner Versus covers, so anytime one of them is on the cover fighting someone. And this one's kind of got that Silver Surfer 4 feel-ish. And it's Ron Lim. I love Ron Lim, so... Okay. I don't have very much time left, so I'm going to try to get through these new ones, and then I'll maybe make another video to show off these other ones. Fucking Hardware. That is DC, it's not independent. I don't know why he's on the independent one. Love Hardware. I love all the Milestone books. Big fan. Static's my man. I did get Hulk Director's Cut 1 and 2, so 1's in here somewhere, and here is issue 2. They're pretty cool. They show the variant covers in the back, which I like, and a lot of the sketches and ideas they had. Like, yeah, you get some extra black and white stuff. And, I didn't overdo it and buy like 7 copies. I think I just got 1 of this one. I might have gotten 2 of... I think I got 2 of issue 1, Director's Cut, but I think 1 of this one. Which was probably, again, my big mistake I made when the actual first printings came out, is I bought 0 of issue 2. I bought like 7 of issue 1. I almost bought 1 of 2, and I think I passed on it. I was like, nah. And then I got 1 of 3, and 1 of 4, and then around issue 5 I caught on and bought like 2 or 3 of each one. I got multiples of this. I think it's supposed to be the first Star, like she's in her Captain Marvel form, or this is the way she's going, and Star is going to become Captain Marvel. I'm not quite up to date with that, but it's a cool book. I love Mark Brooks's covers. Yeah, so here's Director's Cut 1. I'm just going to show you, just since it's not in a bag. You get some of the variants, Dale Keown one, and some of the stuff's cool. and then you get the actual issue itself. So that's the best part. I mean, you're still getting that book's in there. My buddy, I'll call him my buddy, Rob Broussard. I hope I'm saying that right. He did he's on Instagram. Try to check him out. He's a great artist. He does a lot of custom commission covers. He did one for us, dude, and it was Immortal Hulk, and it was almost just like this. It had that EC cover, EC Comics vibe to it with all this stuff. But it was 10 times cooler than this. So check him out. He probably still has that on his page. Rob Broussard, I believe I'm saying that right. Great fucking artist, dude. He's not, kind of got that McFarlane style. His Spawn looks like McFarlane. He's really good. Does a lot of cool covers. Get something done by him. I highly recommend it. While I'm at it, doing some shout outs. Also, go check out, definitely a buddy of mine, Ernie, what's his last name? I don't know his last name. Espino. It's Ernie, another E, I think. I think it's Espinoza. But Ernie, you'll find him. He's on Instagram as well. Great fucking artist. He does prints and a lot of sketch covers. Really fucking cool. Great artist. This is a great Immortal Hulk crossover issue into Fantastic Four. They have a really cool fight, and Ben totally wins. But there's some... Well, there's really not any repercussions. There's really not any oh my god, can't talk. Repercussions? Repercussions, yeah. He comes out fairly unscathed, actually. I thought he was gonna die. I was like, oh no, he's gonna lose his arm. Spoilers. And it's fine. Nothing. They should have made it... I wish... If this could have had a bigger impact, like... He punches Hulk so hard his arm breaks, and it was as he was transforming. I was hoping that he would just lose his arm and it would shatter on him, and that would be a permanent thing from here on out, and that would make this a key book. That would have been a cooler way to do it. There's just no permanence in Marvel anymore. Nothing lasts. I get when characters die, they come back right away, but nothing even carries over issue to issue. It's really annoying. This is the A cover of FF3, and as you can see, that's pretty much the art inside. It's very... I've been calling it Yellow Submarine. Just not for everybody. I totally get why people wouldn't like it. And it's a Silver Surfer. All he does is fucking bitch and moan. Woe is me. I gotta wrap this video up because it's telling me I got 10 seconds left. So I will have to save the rest of this for another video. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. And take